Hey, what's going on? This is June to the 3rd with ENC Moments, and this is the 5 piece, 5 minutes talking about prep sports and everything else in Kinston and surrounding areas. So, there wasn't too much on the slate, and I went out to Seven Springs for the first time in my life. First off, Spring Creek, their court is amazing. Like, I had no idea what to expect when I was out there, and had a pretty good time. But just kind of going into the boys and the girls games, first off, Northern Oil won both of them by decisive margins, but it was two different paths to get there. For the boys, it started off pretty slow for them, and then they absolutely exploded in the second quarter, took a 41-20 lead at halftime, was up by 23 in the third quarter, and then all of a sudden, Spring Creek just jumped out for no reason. Caden Jones absolutely exploded, 16 points, 4 3-pointers in the third quarter. And Spring Creek was able to cut the deficit to 5, but Northern North came back-to-back 3-pointers from Jameer Jones-Gatling and Najee Bandy, pushed the lead back to 11. Trevor Sears followed with a 3-point play, and that was pretty much it. Northern North takes a 63-47 victory. Jameer Jones-Gatling, 21 points to lead Northern North. Brandon Brooks with 11 points, and Jones had 23, but he couldn't do much else. And meanwhile, for the girls, my goodness. If you didn't know, the Lady Hawks are pretty good. How about this? It's rare for me to see a game where you have a running clock at halftime. It's even rare for a girls' game. And that's exactly what North North did. They outscored Spring Creek 43-3 in the first half, went on a 35-1 run. It was absolutely bonkers. The Gators only scored 1 point in a 15-minute span. And Ashanti Lynch, you know, I talk about her crazy numbers on the site on a regular basis, encmoments.com if you haven't checked it out. But check this out. 22 points, 8 steals, 5 rebounds. All in the first half. She didn't play the entire first half. I think she might have played maybe 10 minutes. So 10 of those 16 minutes. And then she sat out the entire second half because, she really didn't need to play. So the final score ended up being 55-9, and credit to Howard Woolley for allowing, some of the younger players getting the opportunity to play, because if he wanted to be cruel, he really could have picked the score. They might have been able to score 100, but either way, Northern North won their games last night. Kind of looking at today's upcoming schedule, pretty solid slate. Friday, you have South Aurora going up against Green Central. They're going to Snow Hill. And then you got Grace Christian at Orlando Parrott. Orlando Parrott having their Hall of Fame night. So they'll be inducting some great players. Aiden Grifton is at Washington in a second matchup this week. Aiden Grifton, they were previously undefeated on the season. And then Washington defeated them 65-55 in Aiden. So that was the Chargers' first loss of the season. That's a game that Kinston will definitely be looking at because they still need help if they want to get into the playoffs. Mount Calvary Christian is at Jacksonville Christian. And for the girls' games, Wayne Preparatory Academy is at Bethel Christian. Grace Christian at Orlando Parrott. As the Patriots, they had their 11-game winning streak snapped. They're trying to get back on the right path. And we might have an Aiden Grifton Washington girls' game. We shall find out. Mount Calvary Christian and Jacksonville Christian. And then we got some rare Saturday basketball in Vanceboro as Kinston takes on West Craven in both boys and girls basketball. The JV boys game will start at 11 o'clock, I believe. Girls basketball at 12:30, boys at 2 o'clock. So just be sure to check out all of that on encmoments.com. As far as the slate of material for today, I don't know. You might get a little something from Jay Sprunt. Might throw some Black History out there. Still trying to figure things out. And this 5-piece is actually going to be cut a little short. So just kind of look at it as that little wing that you're a little upset about. My bad. But anyway, this is the 5-piece, the February 5th edition. It means a lot to be able to have done this for an entire week. And hopefully we'll be able to keep this thing going.